That's some beginner shit.
Bro.
That's what we used to do.
No, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I need some help here,
Yeah.
but I can't be doing that. Oh, that's something. Did you guys take trades this day?
Yeah, I overtraded. 3 losses.
2 losses.
All long.
The first one was just a stupid ass trade. I don't want to go over it. It's so dumb.
Was it at 6,000?
Yes, sir. 6,002.
Took that trade too.
And I
There's
took the
not
most.
even a key left there for me, which pisses me off.
I know. I put that in my journal. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
It was an outlier I seen though.
Yeah.
And it
And I took
wasn't
the,
my premium. Goddamn.
Oh, this is.
then I took the most. Huh?
I was gonna say this is where I overtraded, and on my third trade is where I realized I obviously took the third trade because my emotions took over, and I was desperate for the win. And there was an outlier that I was like, I'm just gonna get in this outlier. And this is where my emotions, it shows how the emotions can screw you over, because there was another outlier just like 5 points below the one I was gonna retest. And if I was just patient, and like for one, I shouldn't have took the third trade, but for two, like if I was going to take it on like a more patient, like on a more patient mindset, but I tested the first outlier, and obviously my stop got reached because it went to the second outlier, which was 5 points away, and I didn't set my stop to be 5 points. I set it like shorter than that, and it's like, okay, like you weren't willing to test the second outlier, and it's like, and that's where it reversed perfectly.
Fucking sucks.
I think
That's
I
what I was
also
gonna.
missed a long, so I just wanted to I missed the opportunity that I wanted, and I just forced the next one. Forced the trade I did take. What were you gonna say? My bad.
No, it's okay. The thing I've been noticing is there's been way too many outliers this week. That's what's fucking me up too. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's been a lot of outliers.
There has been. All my screenshots have a bunch of green and red lines.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Look,
Yeah, I
what?
do you
took the most.
guys see the zero print here?
Yeah.
I think you brought that up.
It
I didn't
popped
see
up
that.
and fills it. That's what I was looking at originally for the long.
I took the most perfect trade at 657, 59.84.
Boom, filled it. What?
The most perfect trade, 59.84 at 657.
I thought you lost.
Yeah, I lost, but it went my way like super hard.
Oh, something else I was gonna say. My first trade was around 7 o'clock. There's an outlier a couple of minutes before 7 o'clock, and I think this is something we discussed the week before. Like, let this play out, Eric. But I think we said the week before. It was just something that stood out to me the week before in our review, where we said if it bounces off something, obviously our interest of entry is a retest. But it's kind of like you have to. I'm starting to notice, or at least on this one trade, I noticed you can't just jump in at the immediate retest. You're gonna have to understand how to read the timing of it, because it had like there was a buying outlier, and from that buying outlier, it jumped very fast, and then very fast it jumped a good amount of points, but then very fast it came down again within like a minute or two. And to me, that wasn't long enough to validate that outlier as for the retest because it went up too fast and down too fast. And then when it came back down, it broke the outlier and then it kept selling off. And I was like, it made me feel like, yeah, that first outlier caused the spike up, but the fact that it came back down so fast should have stood out to me as in like that outlier was just there to serve that quick purpose of that quick spike, but it wasn't like a meaningful outlier that should have told me, oh, this is going to be long today.
Was the outlier at a key level?
Yeah. It was at 59.
86.
59.86 is where
That's where I took my trade. That's the outlier too. Or 59.87, 59.86.
the outlier that I have marked on TOS, I mean on Bookmap, is around under 59.75, but above 72. So it's around there. What time are we at? I'll keep playing it because right now it's just dropping.
Oh, yeah, it's the green outlier, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's the pullback I took to this red one at 59.86 or whatever, 85. I took it from that outlier.
That outlier right there just formed. That green bubble.
Yeah.
And then
I'm about to enter.
Yep. So it's going up, but then it comes back down really fast. I got it 7 o'clock. It comes down.
I'm in right there, and it comes back up, auto liquidates me, and then comes back down. Right there. Oh, I was so mad.
But because it went down, but look how fast it goes down. To me, I was like, oh, that shouldn't have been
a long.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been a long. I entered right here at the long at the retest, and it immediately just goes down. I was in the trade within like 40 seconds before I got stopped.
Dude,
but when it came down to retest, it didn't even show buyers.
Yeah, it's dumb on my part. I just felt like it was because I think the week before we were like, oh, look how big that bounce was. Meaning it made me feel like, oh, longs are going to work here. And then, yeah, it was a dumb trade also because it's like, well, what was my stop? You know, like I didn't even have a stop there. Like that green outlier was like that was the bottom of that moment.
You took this short, Gabriel?
Yeah, I was in for 6 seconds.
When did you get in?
59.84.
You got in long?
And it goes to... Yeah, I got it long.
Okay.
Wait, you're long or short?
Short. Oh, short. My bad. What the fuck? Short.
Right here?
59.84, yeah. And then it goes back up a little bit. It doesn't even hit my stop and just auto liquidates me.
What does that mean to auto liquidate you?
Because you're trying to figure out where my stop was, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, my stop was like 59.86 or 87 or whatever. And then I had previously lost $25 before that. So then I lost $13 on this one, and then it just took me out of the trade, and I was so mad.
Oh, because of your limit?
Yeah, my daily loss limit.
Oh, okay. If you zoom in to where that outlier was, there's a little bit below. There's like a little bit of space underneath it, and that's what I made my stop. Like if you zoom in, the outlier is a little bit above that low right there. Like, and so I made that my stop. Yeah. It doesn't show it perfect, but on my screenshot it does. Where it's just lines. It's not even bubbles to that bottom. And then
what price did you give it?
I believe 73. Yeah. I got stopped out immediately.
How many trades did you take?
Huh?
How many trades did you take this day?
3.
Oh, 3. Oh, okay. Is your limit 2 trades per day?
It is, but I also go based on how much I lost. So I'm like, I've only lost $30. So I'm like, lately it's been like my first trade is just I throw that one up in the air, let's see what happens, and then my second ones are more adjusted. Like my second one makes more sense in regards to all right, the first one created the bias already.
You just gotta get that first one out of the way.
He's gonna hit buyer's sell just right at the open to get over it.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I just press buy or sell at the open and be like, talk to me, Bookmap.
Okay. My next trade was at 7:30, which was a good setup. I just where is it? What price? I think my stop was bad.
Oh man, my second one, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, why did I take that? It was at the highs. It was at it. Oh, that was a done trade. Why was I long biased?
You're practicing market context too, stuff.
Yeah,
Like, so you don't take trades just because it's in a demand or supply zone, stuff like that.
yeah. I'm seeing my mind slow down in those moments where I'm like, it's cool, like to see it actually, like the skill being built and getting better. Where I'm like, all right, like
Yeah.
it means nothing for it to be in my zone. I just have to wait. Now I'm understanding how to like look at Bookmap a little more.
That's actually a good point. Like, I think what separates from like pros from like amateurs is that their mind slows down, whereas like someone like me is like what do I do? What do I do? Type stuff. So I feel like once you can, yeah, well, I feel like once you can slow down and really like analyze it without like rushing into anything, is when you start getting better.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
What was I about to say?
Nah, this shit was a dumb trade. I just took it because Carmine was looking at that level. It did work, but the reason, like my entry, it was just at the level, and I was like, oh, it looks like it's gonna bounce.
It
But then
bounces
it
from
stopped
here.
me out on this little pullback. I know, but it stopped me out. I'm saying like there was no buying that actually gave me reason to enter here.
Like I think we
If they
haven't
actually had
developed enough understanding because like if you're entering here at these lows of the day, we shouldn't be entering without a stop, right? Unless there's like a significant bounce and then a pullback to that bounce. But like because he finds ways, and I'm wondering if the what's that other program he uses, Footprint, helps him better understand like a lower day because he can see the actual amount of buyers or sellers and when they're
For sure.
actually
no, the reason he used this, he had 5940 as the low because it was being supported from CPI on the 15th of
See,
January.
that's another thing I don't get. I don't get how long he like keeps those news like relevancy. Like, how long does each news thing keep its relevancy throughout the week?
This shit's like a month back, almost more than a month.
Well, that's even worse. I don't know how that, because he still has his Trump level from the inauguration or whatever.
59, 58. What the fuck? Where's the level at? 5940.
They'll have like these random levels where I'm like, what the fuck?
I can't find it on my chart, but I remember he pointed out that CPI news was his reason for entering at this low here. Oh, another thing I realized he's been doing, I even screenshotted it. I think this is where he gets it from, actually. Where's my screenshot of it? He uses a volume profile on TOS.
Another indicator?
it's but it's only for long. It's only like for long term. Where's my? I even sent ChatGPT a screenshot of it because I wanted to know how to pull it up on TOS. So, hold on. Oh, here it is. This thing. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
So if you see here, oh, he even has this green line here. Because there's no volume under this. He was like, either if this breaks, and it was the CPI news, so all the volume on the CPI news was up here. So to him, I guess the bottom of where the volume actually began, he was like, if this is either gonna hold or it's gonna break, like the way we use the volume profile on
Damn.
Bookmap, the SVP. Yeah. So if it were to come down here, then you're like, okay, it could hold still, or it could break and cause like a large drop. So that's kind of how he used the histogram, the volume profile here.
So does that also line up with the 50% fib?
What should be 50% for where
That looks like it's 50% from that candle, from that green candle.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. That's true.
What's this thing
Yeah,
called
that
again?
could be. Volume profile on TOS.
It's an
Do
indicator.
you have it?
I haven't pulled it up yet, but ChatGPT here tells me how to pull it up. Want me to put this in the chat?
Already got it.
Oh,
Go volume profile on studies, edit studies or whatever. Type volume profile.
But wait, so that volume was already there before the market broke?
Oh wait, don't do it. It looks weird as hell. What the hell?
Got gay,
I
man.
think it depends on your time frame you're on.
I'm on the 5 minute. It does not look like that. It's overlapping the whole screen. Hold up.
He doesn't even like this. Isn't what he trades on. This is just like he has a bunch of monitors. This is like on one of his monitors. So this
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
like where his levels and shit.
Oh yeah, don't use it then, because it fucks everything up. Oh shit!
I gotta pull it up, see how, because I don't think he uses it on the 5 minute.
You can ask ChatGPT based off a screenshot what that is.
Yeah.
That's sick. I have not started using that yet, bro. I feel like an idiot.
This is my teacher.
Is your girlfriend?
Oh man, that's funny.
But that is how he came up with this being an important level to him, because I had no reason to have that as an important level. And then I went back and back tested what he was talking about, and I was like, oh, okay, I see why he chose that.
Dude, there has to be a different one though, because if you put it on, it just takes over your whole screen. It's fucking weird.
But you're on the 5 minute.
Even on the 4 minute, 4 hour. I mean,
4 minute.
Damn.
4
Can you keep moving this along? I want to show you. I'm sure y'all are on top of this, but how my emotions took over. Like, I think it's good to see examples of someone's emotions taking over.
Are we doing Tuesday?
No, I'm saying keep playing the book map. I want to show you where I entered on my last trade and how dumb it was. I entered at 8. Go to 8:02 when you get a moment. Do your thing. Oh, so it's coming up. So right here, it's coming down to a previous outlier that I had charted at 59.43, 40 or 44. And then I was like emotionally involved here, and I was like, oh, I think you got out of it, Eric.
What?
Because it has those.
Oh, I stepped. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
My bad. I was upset.
It was just emotional. Like it was already at the bottom. I mean, it was coming back to the low a day, And I'm like, I should have waited. I should have had patience enough to see it at least attempt to get to the low a day before I have any long bias. And I was already trying to get in a little before it even got close to that low a day by like a lot of points. But like just looking at it visually, it looked like a big fall. So I was like, oh, this has to be it. But
Yeah, can't go based off your emotions.
can't go based off this book map either.
Oh shit. Hey Gabriel, where do you have your Alien profile on?
I took that shit off. What the fuck?
No, like when you inputted it, did you put it in
Oh,
the
price. Let me change it.
No, I
You're
think
probably
that
right.
where it
You're
should be.
probably okay. I don't see it.
I don't even. Does it look like
Yeah, it looks like that.
the fuck? Maybe it's why does it not
Here's-
show me like these days? How did they do that?
It doesn't work on lower either. It just makes a like RSI menu.
What is this? I don't even know how to read. Does this mean there is a bunch of volume down here?
Okay, no.
So when it gets down there, bro, you better have that bias ready. Okay, this is just.
I mean, even looking at it on the 4 hour, you could kind of see though that all the volume, because of this consolidation, is just right here. The most of it, at least. I gotta.
You know, look at that. And when you figure it out, let us know.
I was about to say, I think we found it. This is what we've been missing.
Are we done with Tuesday?
Yeah,
I am.
I'll end this video.